We're learning about animals from the forest this week, and raccoons are another animal that live in the forests. Did you know that young raccoons play together the way you and your friends do? These cubs are chasing each other on a dock. Now one is hanging upside down and touching the water with its nose. Raccoons live in forests and wet places and in cities. They even live on grasslands and on islands. Are there raccoons living near you? Yes, there are. There are raccoons that live near us. A young raccoon peeks from a hole in a tree. The hole makes a safe place for its den or home. Raccoons may use a large birdhouse for a den too. See that little guy peeking out? They are smart, curious animals. They spend a lot of their time exploring. In the spring, a mother raccoon has babies. Several fuzzy little cubs smaller than your hand are born in the den. Like all baby mammals, they drink their mother's milk. At first, they just eat and sleep. Their mother takes care of them. Later, they will scamper and play and learn how to take care of themselves. See those babies with their mama? It looks like they're living in a hole in a tree. Very gently, a mother raccoon carries her cub in her mouth. When the cub is about 2 months old, it will begin following its mother as she explores. Cubs learn by watching what their mother does, then copying her. If she digs in river mud looking for food, they will dig too. So here she is carrying her baby, kind of like a mama cat. And there she is digging in the mud looking for food. And the babies learn from her. Climbing is an important skill for a raccoon cub to learn. It will spend a lot of its life up in trees. Sharp claws help the cub hang on tight to tree bark. With a little practice, the cub will become a good climber. When a raccoon goes looking for food, it may stop to take a snooze. A tree branch or a hole under rocks is a good place for a nap. Raccoons have special ways of climbing down trees. Sometimes they turn their feet almost backward and climb down head first. Big, juicy grapes make a good meal for a raccoon. Raccoons eat all kinds of food. They nibble on corn from farmers' fields or on nuts they find in the woods. In the fall, raccoons eat a lot and grow fat. Food may be hard to find in the winter. This one has caught a little fish for its dinner. It might snack on eggs in a duck's nest too. So this one's eating grapes. This one's eating a little fish. And they would like to eat eggs too. See those little duck eggs in the nest? Look at that raccoon's long fingers. See the reflection on the water? The paw prints of a raccoon show 5 fingers. A raccoon picks things up with its fingers as you do. Raccoons find food with their hands. This female has felt around in the mud for a snail. You may see a raccoon put its food in water. We don't know just why it does this, but it seems to like to play with its food. Okay, so this picture shows raccoon tracks, and you can see the long fingers on the tracks in the mud. This one's been pawing around looking for food. Could you catch fish with your hands? A raccoon can. Its hands feel things easily in water and can quickly grab a fish. Circling in the snow, a fox and a raccoon growl at each other. The raccoon lowers its head and lifts its back. This makes it look bigger than it really is. A snarling cougar cannot quite reach a raccoon high up in a tree. Raccoons are not fast runners, but they can quickly climb a tree when enemies chase them. Cougars and other wild cats and coyotes are enemies of raccoons. So here's a raccoon making itself look big so that it will scare off the fox. And here's a cougar or a mountain lion, and he's chased that raccoon, and the raccoon went up the tree to try to stay safe. Crash, bang, a noise has waked you up. Raccoons tipped over your trash can looking for things to eat. Not many wild animals can live in cities. Raccoons can because they eat so many different things, even garbage. They search for food after dark when people are indoors. Raccoons can see well at night. Their eyes seem to glow if you shine a light at them. So raccoons will get into garbage cans and get garbage, but you know what? It's really not good for them, and it's not good food for them to eat, and it causes problems. If you were a raccoon looking for a hiding place for your den, what would you choose? Some raccoons make their dens in chimneys. They can peek outside to see what's going on or just curl up together inside. Some people put wire lids on chimneys to keep raccoons out. Yeah, they've put a wire thing because you don't really want a raccoon making a den in your chimney. What if you put a fire in the fireplace and the smoke goes up? That's not good for the raccoon and not good for your chimney either. With its bushy tail hanging down, a raccoon eats seeds from a bird feeder. Raccoons that live in cities can be little pests. They tip over garbage cans and live in chimneys and eat food left out for birds. People don't really like that, do they? In a neighborhood where raccoons have become a problem, people set traps for them. Then people called game wardens come and take the raccoons away. Raccoons can be dangerous. Sometimes they have diseases that can make people sick. Some people leave pet food out for raccoons to eat, but that is not really a good idea. Raccoons are wild animals, not pets. They know how to find food for themselves. So they've trapped a raccoon. They're going to take it to live somewhere else because it's causing problems where it lives. And here's where somebody has put cat food out for the raccoon. But that's not really good for the raccoons. They need to go find the kind of food that God made for them in the forests and places like that, and not our trash cans, and it does cause problems. They're much better off out in the woods. Look carefully at these animals. Are they raccoons? No. The animal in the tree is a coati. It lives in forests in Mexico and South America. The other animal lives in parts of our own country. It is called a ringtail. Can you see why? Can you see all the rings around its tail? Do you see some ways that these animals look like raccoons? Scientists say they belong to the same family. What do you think makes this guy look like a raccoon? Maybe he's got like a little mask and he's up in the tree. I can't see his feet to see what his feet look like, but he looks a lot like a raccoon, but he's not a raccoon. This one, I can see one big reason why he might look like a raccoon. That tail. Like a little masked robber, a cub peers out from a hollow log. The next time you see a raccoon, you will know a lot about it. You will know that it is smart and curious and that it uses its hands to explore things. You will know that it eats many kinds of food and can live in many different places. Best of all, you will know that the raccoon is playful, just like you. We need to be careful to take good care of the animals around us and not feed them food on purpose, let them catch food, and they should be eating fish and nuts and berries and all those kinds of things and bugs, and it's not good to leave human food in a place where they can get it. So we need to keep them safe and keep ourselves safe too.